Hey guys, this is Miss Sheep and
Miss Angel Diaz.
and we're going to be explaining the last unit of our year, the modern novel unit. So, just to introduce you right here, you already know your group for the modern novel. If you forget, you can click this hyperlink and it will send you to the page where all the people in your group are named. If you don't have their cell phone numbers, I would go ahead and start a group, like a group email of some sort, try and get in contact with them. And for this unit, we have 5 assignments for you guys to complete. And I'll let Miss Angel Diaz start with the first one.
So first of all, I have to say that this is my favorite unit. I know a lot of you are like, what? Beloved? Come on. But I really love this modern novel unit because it's like purely what we want English to be. It's for fun, and it's like a lot of it is hands off from us. We want you to really read and enjoy some good literature and have like awesome conversations about it, and that's all we're really trying to do. We have modified this unit based on the distance learning so that we can make it very manageable for you. There's only 5 assignments, and so we're hoping that you find it very enjoyable. If you need to give us some feedback on something and you are struggling a little bit in this unit, you just have really good open communication with Ms. Sheep and I, so we can help you and brainstorm how we can make sure that you're successful. There are several opportunities for you to meet with your whole modern novel team, and we want to make sure that you don't hit any snags or challenges with that piece. All right. So this is going to be fun. We're trying it, distance learning style, and we'll figure it out. We'll work through it together. The first assignment is pretty easy. It is to create a reading schedule. Ms. Sheep and I usually do this for you. You don't even know we've done it, but or maybe you do if you're looking at the calendar. We have all the days and what you have to have read on each day. Because you guys are in teams on your own, we're going to let you make the reading schedule. So the rule is you have to have at least 10 dates and 10 pages or points in the text. So you can see on this example, if you guys are working from a PDF, then you will put the line or the quote from the PDF that everybody has to be to. If you're working from books, make sure you put page numbers down. This way, Ms. Sheep and I at any given time can check in with your team, because we've read all of these. Either Ms. Sheep or I have read them. Yeah. So we can check in with you and make sure that kind of you guys are all staying on track, right? We don't want any surprises at the end of the semester that, oh no, I didn't read the book, and so now I'm in trouble, right? So we're going to check in with you on this. Next, do you want to do this one?
No, yeah, go ahead. I was like, next seminar.
The next one is the seminar schedule, and we are really excited about this because you guys are going to set up your own Zoom meetings to meet and discuss and seminar about your books. So you will add your name to this, or your book title to this, and everybody on your team will have to agree, like, we can all be there on this time. And then you are going to put your link to your Zoom meeting in there. And then Ms. Sheep and I are just going to creep in and listen in. I mean, you guys will see us. If you set up waiting rooms, you'll see us waiting in the waiting room and let us in, and we will we'll listen in for a little bit. We may give a couple of comments. We may say awesome, but that will be how we grade your seminars. So we have to make it manageable for us. So we have given 4 groups slots for each time that's available. Well, look at this.
The
1984 team already did it.
Yes.
Nice. Good job, guys. So there are 2, just so you know, if you scroll down, there are 2 seminars. So seminar 1 and seminar 2. So make sure you scroll down and sign up for both. The last seminar is during finals week. It's that Tuesday. We made the last seminar that last week because you're going to have a summative assessment that week. As soon as you have your seminar, we are going to release that assessment for you. and your group will complete it together. So we should be done pretty much, as long as your group is all ready to go. We should be done May 26th or May 27th with everything for AP Lit, hopefully.
Yes.
And then the last thing we have are look fors. Again, Ms. Sheaf and I usually provide look fors so that when you're reading the book, you have some direction on what could be important. You know what they look like because you've had so many different ones. So you and your team, after reading, you know, the first 20 pages or so, need to come up with, what do we think is going to be important in this book? And then throughout your reading, you're going to add to your look fors. Like, maybe you thought setting was going to be really important, but it turns out it really wasn't. We could not say that of Their Eyes Were Watching God, right? We would have put setting on our look fors for sure. And all the way along, the setting was super important. But if it shifts or changes, then you want to go back and adjust your look fors. This will be really helpful to you for the summative assessment as well.
Yeah, and you can use these look fors to guide your seminars. And like Ms. Angel Diaz said, we want you to add to them throughout. So it says here, and you'll see on Classroom, that it's due Wednesday, May 6th, this Wednesday, tomorrow. We're really just focused on the reading schedule. Once we get that reading schedule and see it, we'll return the editing rights back to you. So now we all have editing rights, and then you can fill in the look fors. But we really just want you guys to set up that reading schedule. And then now, you know, we'll all have access to the doc and we can check in on your look fors as well. Okay, so this is posted in Google Classroom. This one is the most kind of immediate one in your future. The two seminars, Seminar 1 is the one you do when you're halfway through the novel, and Ms. Angel Diaz explained how to sign up for that. Those are happening next week, and you have a lot of different options to sign up. And in the second seminar, as she said, it's the last week of school. So the only two other assignments besides all this great reading and discussion you are having as a team and with us is the literary criticism assignment and the summative assessment. So the literary criticism assignment, this is the individual assignment, and you have some familiarity with this because at the start of this semester, we did all those wonderful literary criticism presentations. The feminist lens, the psychoanalytical lens, Marxist lens, all that stuff. So for this assignment, you're going to find a piece of literary criticism that someone else has written about your novel. The best place to start would be looking at JSTOR, also looking at ProQuest. We included the slides, the same ones that we gave you at the start of the semester, with the resources to find these credible sources that are peer-reviewed, they're legitimate, they're not written by, you know, some blogger in his basement. Okay, these are like peer-reviewed journals. You'll want to find something somebody wrote about your book, a journal, a criticism, a review, and then you're going to summarize the content of the journal or review, just straight summary. Then the second part of this assignment is to write your opinion of the content. Do you disagree with what you read? Do you agree with it? How does the information you just read from this published peer-reviewed source apply to your understanding of the novel? Did it add anything? Did it complicate something? Did it enhance something you've been following all along? There's a lot out there. The books that we've assigned to you are like we always tell you, like, they're interesting and fun and awesome to read, but they're also widely read, and there should be plenty out there for you guys to find. If you are struggling though, if it is one of the newer ones, like the most modern of the novels, reach out to us and we can help you find some sources. But there should be some good stuff out there. And then lastly, just create a list of topic or questions, 10 or more, that you'll want to address in your final seminar. So based on what you read in this peer-reviewed journal criticism review, what now do you want to talk about with your group? Because usually you'll read something and it will kind of blow your mind. Like, it'll introduce this perspective of the book that you didn't quite think of yet, and you'll want to bring it to your group for that final seminar and see what they think. You can blow their minds. So that's the individual one. It's on Google Classroom. Anything to add to that one?
Yeah, can I add really quick? It's really important that you don't do this one as a group or a team. This is individual, and that's partially because we want you to be able to bring back your research for the final seminar. Because if you all do the same, you're really limiting the knowledge that you're bringing in. If you all do different, when you have your final seminar, because remember the final seminar is helping you with the last summative assessment piece, right? So if you all bring different stuff, you're going to have a lot more to talk about and a lot more to use for your summative assessment.
Very true. Oh yeah, and then we also recommend completing this after you finish the book, just in case what you read spoils the ending, which bothers people to various degrees. If you don't think it would bother you, go for it. But I think it would bother Miss Angel Diaz and I if a book was spoiled for us. Yeah, and then we kind of went over the summative assessment. You can't click on this, or it should be hidden from you. You'll get it posted after that last seminar. Your group will talk, and then your group will write something. So just stay tuned for that.
Also, we don't want this to be stressful. We are not calling it a final exam or anything like that. And we're also making it group driven. So we wanted to be able to authentically assess your understanding of the book, but we do not want to overwhelm anybody, and we do not want to make a high stakes assignment right at the end. Remember, all of these assignments are a 1 or a 0. So you complete it, right? And you're going to get credit. So please do not have any kind of anxiety about the word assessment in there. We didn't know what to call it, and we called it lots of different things, but it is group-based, and it is a way for us to look at, like, how did you view the novel? And so summative assessment was what we came up with.
Yes, and then I guess just to wrap up, just make sure you take a look at the calendar. It'll give you an idea of the weeks we have coming up, so that way when your group makes their reading schedule, you can make something that is realistic and comfortable to everyone, but also a reading schedule that makes sure the book is completed by the end of our unit. So check this out today. Just work on coordinating with that schedule. Wednesday, we're focusing on Heart of Darkness. And then on Friday, we wanted to do a little check-in with you guys, but we'll see. We'll update stuff like this, but keep checking this calendar.
I want to add one more thing, not related to the modern novel unit, but really quickly, and maybe we should have started with it because some of you won't listen all the way to the end of this, but they're really defining what a credit, no credit means right now. The district office is coming up with language for it, and what it's coming down to is that you must complete work during 4th quarter, that your 3rd quarter grade alone will not allow a credit, right? So we are hopeful that we have built enough into the modern novel so that if you were thinking, well, I had an A or B 3rd quarter, so I'm good, I don't need to do anything, that is not what we are hearing from the district office right now. What we are hearing is that it doesn't matter what you had 3rd quarter, you have to do at least 50% of the work during 4th quarter. So I don't know if you noticed, but there are 5 assignments for Heart of Darkness. So we made 5 assignments for the modern novel. So if you've slipped a little bit, you can go back and get yourself some security by completing some of those Heart of Darkness assignments. They're pretty much standalone assignments. The essays are standalone 40-minute essays. You could do those very easily. Or you have to make sure, if you've not done those things, you have to make sure you do everything for this modern novel unit. And why wouldn't you? Because it's fun.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's a good thing to note. And then just kind of ending with that mentality of this is supposed to be a really fun thing, and we're discussing books, and it's why kind of we all love literature, is the reading and the discussing, and these books are good. So we're excited. We're not just gonna like creep in on your seminars. We may actually participate because we love the book so much. So we're pretty excited. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.